This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Idea that we get a peek behind the curtain and we hear about this real life aspect. Did anything like that happen with your kids? Like where they had a favorite wrestler? Maybe when you jumped to the WWF, did your oldest have a favorite wrestler and then you beat him up, or were your youngest son, was he a big Sting fan? Something like that?
No, just, the one thing that I remember, and he was 3 or 4 at the time when I was wrestling for WWF, and we ran Charlotte. This was when Hulk was huge and bronze. And this would have been 88, probably 89, one of the two, I don't remember. So I took my 3 or 4-year-old Barrett, my oldest son, down to meet Hulk. And I don't know if he just said to me, Dad, it's Hulk Hogan here. It was just something. And I said, I don't know. Let's see. Come with me. And I never took him in the back and all that stuff very often, because it was just, we were always concentrating on
work.
And, you come to work. You don't come to socialize. So I knocked on the door. Yeah. This voice. Yeah. Hulk, it's Arn. You got a second? And he opened the door and he looked 10 feet tall to that 3-year-old. And I'll never forget the look on his face. It was like out of a comedy high spot. He started looking at his knees and his head just went up to as far as his neck would bend. And I said, can you shake Hulk's hand? Yes, brother. And he stuck his hand out and Barrett shook his hand. It was just one of those cool things that was real, and that little boy just saw a superhero. And that was one of those things that was really cool that I remember.
Well, what a great story. Let's talk
simplistic, but great.
It is great because listen, we all had that same fandom as kids, and the idea that, your kids got to have a peek behind the curtain and meet some of their superhero. I mean, when I was a little kid, it would have been the greatest day of my life to me, Hulk Hogan, and the idea that it got to happen and my dad introduced me to him. That's a cool story, man. I'm sure he's still proud of that story today.
Yeah, as am I. It made his day. And that's what we should be doing in the entertainment industry, is making people's day.
I'm really glad that we had this talk because I feel like sometimes, especially, we're all adults now and we're trying to armchair quarterback all this and poke holes in shit and stuff like that. But at the root of it, man, it's all about, I hate the corny putting smiles on people's faces, but hearing Kevin Owens talk about, my kid wanted me to fight John Cena. That means he's got John Cena action figures and all that. And now he gets to see his dad fight what in his mind is a real life superhero. That's pretty freaking cool, man.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is. And imagine if the company would have got behind that and shoved him hard as a babyface.
Oh, it would have been huge.
Imagine how hot the guy was. Now, during all these 3 matches, this guy's trying to be a heel.
Right.
And the audience is fighting him tooth and nail. Always do what the audience wants, and you can't go wrong. Now, that's not my quote. That was given to me. And I learned from that. One of the things I learned, do what the audience wants. Give them what they want. It's insane to fight the crowd. Give them what they want. And sometimes, since you have the beauty of live television, you have the ability of changing it on a dime. Do it.
Yeah, I think JR's famous line is, the most powerful weapon in wrestling is the eraser.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.